Hi there. So it's Kathy with Be Creative with Kathy, and today is Friday. Happy Friday to everybody. Sorry, I was a little trying to see what's going on. But today I have a really cute card for you. Looks like this. And I wanted to show you how I did this. Now I saw a lady that did this on Pinterest or YouTube. One of the two, and I thought it was really neat and I wanted to show it to you. And I apologize, I can't remember her name or where I saw it or anything. I saw it and I put it in the back of my head, and then I went on. And so I'll tell you, it uses this stamp right here in the stamp set, Winter Woods. Excuse me. And so I'm going to show you how we did that, but we're also going to use the special Someone stamp set for that little squirrel, and then the coordinating dies. And I'll show you as I go along what I used and what's in there and la-di-da-di. But we're going to start with the Stamparatus because we're going to do some hinge stamping, I guess you call it. And so we're using a red rubber stamp, so I just have the base and then a piece of grid paper, and then I like to use the sticky grid sheets by Stizzix, and I have that down here too, so then my magnet just holds my grid paper onto my base. And I have a piece of cardstock. I believe this is 2.5 by 5.5, because it's going to go on the front of my card. I'm going to lay that down. This is very vanilla. And then I'm going to bring in this stamp right here, the little, I think that they are aspen trees, but I could be wrong. And I'm going to lay it so it just barely is off my cardstock on the one side. Whoops, and I'm going to close my okay, I can't remember, plate, there we go. And then open, I'm gonna put this under here, I think it's easier to stamp. Now with some early espresso, and you notice I turned my Stamparatus sideways, but that's just so you can see better. And I'm gonna ink up that stamp there and set that down. Oh, and look, I missed the top. Let's get it down again. That's a cool thing about the Stamparatus, that if you miss, all you gotta do is go back again or put it down again. Okay, and then you saw me, I moved it one step over, and then I'm gonna go again. Like that. See, now I lift my Stamparatus plate up and go over one more, ink it up. This is called hinge stamping, because you use the hinges of the Stamparatus to line up your stamps. And it works with a lot of stamps that are in the catalog. So you might want to check that out if this is something that you, look how cute that is though, you want to check it out, trust me. I think I missed the top of my wood, there I got it that time. Let's do it two more times I think. We're just going to keep going across, set it down or drop it. And on this last one, because when you get to the edge of the hinge over here, it kind of gets a little wobbly. So let me, I gotta get the top here. There we go, let me ink it up. And then this time when I put it down, I'm going to kind of hold it tight so it goes like that. There we go. And then look, there's my paper. So that's hinge step stamping. And then I would take this and just go run it under the sink with some clean water. Oh, look, and my grid sheet stuck to my paper. And then my Stamparatus, I'll just put that back on there, just like that. Okay, so we're done with the Stamparatus, and I'm dropping stuff over here left and right. But so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring in, I'm gonna put this away, my blends markers. And let me show you with, I think I'm gonna use the dark balmy blue. Let me get a piece of paper here so I don't get on my surface. I'm going to just color behind those trees. And I like to outline close to the tree like this, and then just scribble it in. Now it might not be perfect, but if you noticed on my first one, or the sample card I showed you, it wasn't perfect either, but it seems to work and looks really good. So just like this, and then fill that in. This round. And fill that. So instead of you watching me, of course I've done one in advance. Now I'm started on this one. I have to finish it before I can stop myself. Okay. But so you don't have to watch me. I've already done one in advance. And when you have it colored all the way across. Now this one I did with the light balmy blue, to where this one I said was the dark balmy blue. But I don't think there's that much of a difference. But look how nice that looks when you get it all colored. Now it looks like it's a sky behind the trees. So now I have a piece of early espresso cardstock. I don't know how wide it is, but it's 5.5 this way, because we're going to layer this. Let me find the right tape there. I want to use Seal It. But I'm going to just take on this piece along the top here and just put some adhesive. And then I'm going to just lay this so it has a border about, I don't know, looks like that. I'm happy. Now I'm going to take our balmy blue here. This is just my card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And use my bone folder, get that nice crisp edge, a little bit of tape on the back of this. And then I'm going to just lay that kind of toward the top because I want to be able to stamp underneath it. So about there. Now if I needed to, although I did pretty good, I would go ahead and trim in case it hung off the edge, but I think it looks good just the way it is. I'm going to leave it just like that. And then with some of this faux suede trim, it's an early espresso too, I'm going to just tie a simple knot down here at the bottom and kind of finish this edge like I did the first edge with the early espresso. I can't, that didn't work. Let me try again. There, that's better. And then just a simple knot here. I do not like my knot at all. I feel like I'm all thumbs today. Usually simple knots are like my thing. I can just whip a knot out and don't have any problems. And today, maybe it's a bow day, huh? Maybe I should try a bow. Nope. I want a simple knot. There we go. Much better. I'll take that one. Sometimes you just got to try again. And I'm going to just trim this off pretty short. I don't want them too long. Like that there. See, now to me, that right there is a really pretty simple card. We could just stop right there. But I'm going to keep on going because I want to use a couple more products. Well, and to tell you the truth, my daughter is away at college and now she's been quarantined because there's a slim possibility, I'm hoping a slim possibility, that she has COVID. So really I'm going to send her this card and I'm going to make it into like a thinking of you kind of card. So let's do some die cutting real quick. I'm going to bring, oh no, we got to stamp first, sorry. And I need, and I don't have it here. Oh Lord, 2 seconds, sorry about that. I need a Pierce mat here. So with that same early espresso ink, come on Kathy, I'm going to stamp that little squirrel. So the base, I like to do the darker color first. So I'm going to stamp him down in early espresso. He's cute just like that. But then I'm going to bring in some terracotta tile and I'm going to stamp that color in there. And hopefully, I don't get my head in the camera, but I want to line it up. And I kind of line up his ears and his nose and his tummy and his hands and hover a little bit. And then when I stamp it down, drum roll please, I don't think it's perfect. Oh, I did pretty good though, looky there. So now let's do some die cutting. Let's cut out our little squirrel. And I need to cut out a leaf. And I don't think I brought a piece of garden green. I might have to just pretend like I cut the leaf because I see that I have an extra leaf here cut. So we'll just go with him and I'll cut the squirrel. So with our die cutting machine, right, I'm going to use my #1 platform, my #2 plate, my magnetic #5 plate, and then my little squirrel there. Now this is the dies for the special someone, and I'll show you in just a second what they all look like. But let's cut out our squirrel here. And then we're going to use the #3 clear cutting pad. Okay, all done die cutting. It was just a little bit. Let me put that away. Whoop, click, click. So then this piece is part of the, what are these called? In the Woods framelets. And all of these dies come, see this right here is what I cut with the garden green. But there's so many pretty pieces. Look, the tree, this piece and this piece. Cut this tree out and you can layer it together and have a really pretty tree. Or it also cuts out the bare trees. And then it cuts out a few of the images from the stamp set. So it can cut out 3 at a time of these and a couple of the acorn too in this die set. So it's a really nice die set. Okay, and then in the special someone, you get all these pieces that cut out all these little critters and the balloons and the flowers and the string. But my favorite piece might be this one that is like a grass line, or this one that is like a word bubble. So it's a nice die set too, lots of dies in that one. And we're going to use that stamp set some more, but let's keep working on our card. I kind of got distracted there. So I said I wanted to stamp right here, and in the stamp set it says for a very special someone, and that's what I want to stamp. I'm going to get that, make sure I got the right one. Yeah, mount that on a block here, and bring that pierce mat back in. And I'm going to stamp that with Early Espresso. I hope it's straight, but we'll see what happens. It's for my daughter. She'll love it either way. Yeah, we might have to fix that. Okay, let's go on. So more stamping. So on the inside, make sure I got the right piece. This is 5 1/4 by 4, and I want to stamp that little rat. So I'm going to put him on some blocks. 2-step both pieces. And I'm going to stamp him in black and gray. So I have a little bit of black memento here, and I'm going to do the lines, the outline piece first, and have him stamp right, or stand, not stamp. I'm going to stamp him so he stands right there. He is pretty cute, that little rat. And then with the smoky slate, I'm going to come along, and this time I'm going to try to line up his ears and his tail and his nose, and just kind of hover till it looks pretty good, and then set that down. And look how cute he is. Oh, now before I put that away, I want to stamp a little balloon string. So with the little balloon string, I'm going to put that great big balloon. How am I going to put it there? Just like that. There, that looks like he's holding the balloon, huh? And then with the little heart balloon, I'm going to put it on the block. Oh, and the outline. And I think balmy blue matching the front of the card. I'm going to stamp that, and I'm going to do the outline first. And just set that right there onto my balloon string. and then stamp the inside. Let me get my head in the camera and stamp that down. So now I have a little heart balloon. And then the other words in this stamp set, and I'm going to use the early espresso again. Let's see if I have enough blocks here. It says, let me make sure I got the right one, because one of them says this balloon is special, it's filled with helium. And so let me take this one off. I got too many blocks, or too many stamps, not enough blocks. Okay, so this one says this balloon is special, and I'm going to just stamp it right here close to the balloon. And then it's full of helium. I'll put right under here. There. So let's go ahead and put some adhesive on the back of this. And put this on the inside of our card. And then I'm going to take a glue dot and just tuck this under the knot like that. And then a couple dimensionals. I have a mess here. My desk is full of stamps and blocks. Put a couple dimensionals right here on my squirrel. And I'm going to tuck him right under there. Now, if you look, I really did mess up my words, so I'm going to fix those real quick. So if you give me 2 seconds, I'm going to get a scrap of balmy blue, and let me grab my punch here. And let me fix my words. Patience. Everything with stamping is fixable. A couple embellishments, a little piece of cardstock, and we can fix anything. So let me stamp this again. Straight up and straight down. So much better this time. And then we'll just punch out the little words here and get them straight. And then a couple glue dots. And looky there. Now, no one to be the wiser that I might have misstamped a little bit. So there's my card. I love this background paper. I hope if you have this stamp set, you'll give it a try. If you're interested in buying the stamp set or any products that I've used today, please visit my online store at KathyStampin'Up.net, KathyHouseStampin'Up.net. If you want the measurements or to see a picture or to watch this video again on the replay, you can visit my blog, Be Creative with Kathy. Or else on my YouTube channel, Be Creative with Kathy also. So thanks again for watching. If you get a chance, say a little prayer for my daughter that everything's okay and that she doesn't have COVID and maybe she just has, I don't know, a sore throat or a cold or something. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday about the same time. Bye-bye.